What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Body Bags. I'm HorrorMacabreCrazy, and it is Wednesday, my turn to review a movie. It's not a theme week this week, and this week I'm going to be reviewing a film from 1933, and the film I'm going to be reviewing is 1933 The Ghoul, starring Boris Karloff. And it's presented by Janus Films. Trying to find it. Written by Leonard Hines and Roland Pertwee, and it is based on the play by Frank King. Directed by T. Hayes Hunter. So basically, it starts off. There's this this older gentleman who was played by Boris Karloff, whose name escapes me. Morland, Professor Morland. So Boris Karloff's character is Professor Morland, who is very sick. He's pretty much on his dying bed, and prior to you finding out that he's on his dying bed, he's really sick. You witness this conversation between these two people discussing that Professor Morland has spent pretty much his whole entire savings he was really wealthy, and he spent majority of his life savings on this eternal life jewel that apparently he's bought off of somebody that this other person was trying to track down and kill that person. So he found out where this eternal jewel is. Well, this gentleman tells him, Boris's character, Professor Morland, has bought this for so much money, but he's on his dying bed. So, when he dies, you can, get into his grave, kind of thing, and steal it. Is basically what they're hinting at. So, throughout the film, there's about six people, or 3 or 4 people, that are very interested in obtaining this jewel that Professor Morland has, which is apparently the key to eternal life. So, but on his dying bed, Professor Morland, Boris Karloff character, passes away, and he asks his helper, her servant, to bury him with the jewel. So basically, what he does is he places this jewel in his palm of his hand, and then he gets a Band-Aid and he just wraps it around his hand, and that's how he wants to be buried with it. So he has this very weird burial. It's in like this weird tomb where there's a statue of Anubis, and and these basically grave robbers and these 6 other people pretty much throughout this whole movie try to figure out why these people are after whatever it is that they're after, and why it's such a huge deal. And so between these 6 people you find out their different backgrounds and their characters. Very cool. And what it is why these people are so after this sought after jewel that gives you eternal life after you die. So pretty much the premise of the whole movie is these 6 people are in a contest of pretty much to get rid of the other person, because they want to be the person that obtains this eternal life jewel. So lots of misfortunes happen. Some people suffer the consequences throughout the movie while they try to get this jewel. I thought this movie was absolutely awesome. I love the 30s, 40s, 50s classic monster features, creature features, or that kind of thing. I love those. Characters were really liked too. I liked all the characters. I wasn't a character that was annoying in a lot of these films. Sometimes that happens. Very enjoyable characters. So just a great cast. Atmospherically was very dark and eerie. It set the tone perfectly for the film. Boris Karloff's performance in this was absolutely amazing. One of his better performances. Obviously, his performance from The Mummy, Frankenstein, and stuff like that. Also, another cast member that's in the movie with Boris Karloff is an older gentleman, the guy that plays his servant. He's played with him in the film The Mummy and other films and stuff like that. So if you're familiar with those kind of films, you'd recognize him. But very well done. All players, characters in this film did a great job. Great cinematography, great atmosphere, great story. Just very enjoyable film. Great enjoyable black and white film. And if you're a fan of those, I highly recommend this film. And I'm gonna go ahead and give this 4 out of 5 because how much I enjoyed this film, the characters, and just everything. I just found this movie overall as a whole was very entertaining. So that is my review on the 1933 film The Ghoul, starring Boris Karloff. It's approximately an hour and 20 minutes, and yeah, very enjoyable. Highly recommend if you're into those classic films and stuff like that. And so that is my review on the 1933 movie The Ghoul. Thank you for taking the time to view this. I'm curious on your comments, and until next Wednesday, take care everyone. Bye.